Good afternoon, students. I hope that you all are doing fine. Okay, yes, class. So I hope that you all are doing fine, right? So, yes, so now what you have to do is you have to tell me that how these two phones are different from each other. Like, you have to tell the characteristics of each of these phones. Yes, you can see that they belong to two different companies. Okay, so what we can say about them? Yes, class, what we can say about them? That this is OnePlus, okay, and this one is iPhone, right? So they both are belonging to different owners, okay. What else we can say? There are three cameras in the case of iPhone, and while in the case of OnePlus there are only two cameras that are visible to us, right? Then what you can say about the size and the shape? Yeah, this the OnePlus is a little longer as compared to the iPhone, right? Yes, but both are in a rectangular shape, right? Anything else that you want to add? Yes, OnePlus is basically slimmer. Okay, it is having a very slim kind of body, while iPhone is having thick. Okay, so as we have just studied the characteristics of phone, now what we are going to do, we are going to understand that what are the features of a management, right, class? So this is our topic for today. What we are going to do, we are going to understand the features of management, right? And when I talk about feature, it is basically, we can say, like, if I talk about a characteristic, so characteristic can be any quality of any person, nature, place, animal, thing. Characteristics could be of anything. And when I talk about characteristics of management, okay, so before we discuss about the characteristics of management, like what are those, firstly tell me your name. Like, for example, anyone tell me your name? Okay, Swati. Okay, Swati, so what is your goal? Okay, so you want to become doctor, right? Anyone else wants to tell their goal? Shubri. Okay, yes, Shubri, what do you want to become? I want to become a lawyer. Very good, that's nice. Yes, Jaswinder, what is your goal? You want to become a teacher, great. Any specific teacher? Science teacher, very nice. Okay, then by like how, eh, like I should not ask, but still there is a doubt in my mind that you're a commerce, like you're in commerce field, you still want to become a science teacher? Okay, you don't want to become science, you want to become commerce teacher only. Yes, definitely commerce is also having, is both art and science, but that's different thing, right? So you want to become a commerce teacher, great. Okay, so now what you have to do, like you have set yourself certain goals, like Swati has, Shubhit has, Jaswinder has, okay. So now what is the thing is that you have to imagine yourself as a CEO of any company. What goals would you set for your organization? These were your personal goals. Now you are having your company. Let me give that. So we have company that is Arshi International, right? Our company name is Arshi International, and who wants to become the CEO? Okay, Samir wants to become the CEO, right? So yes, everyone can help Samir that what are the different goals that Arshi International should focus on. Okay, yes. So starting with what would be the first goal? Okay, you would try to increase the sale up to how much? 20%, right? So you want to increase the sale. What next? Okay, you want to cut down the production cost by how much? By 5%. Okay, good. Then what could be your next goal? Yes, opening and franchise. Very good. Opening of franchise in company. Okay, you are giving yourself a right. Opening a franchise in which area? In model town area. Okay. So you will be giving your ownership, like sharing your ownership with someone. Okay. So these are the goals, right? Very good class. So you have written the goals well. So when we were discussing this particular thing, that what are the goals, okay, if you are a CEO, then what things you will take care of, or what will be your goal as a owner of that company, right? So you have the majority of stake in that company. So when we were discussing about these goals, then you should remember this class, like this is something new for you, that management is always goal oriented. So whenever you have to start with that management process, you must have a goal in your hand, right? In your mind. There should be something that you are going towards, you want to achieve it, right? So management is goal oriented, right? Okay, yes, class. So before I jump towards the formal definition, what do you understand? With the help of these two examples, you can say that the statement that management is goal oriented. Yes, we can say management is done to achieve something. Very good, class. So, management is the administration of an organization, whether it is a business, a non profit organization, or a government body. An organization has set of basic goals which are the basic reason for its existence. If a company, if an organization does not has any goal, any objective, it's useless. There is no sense of having that company in the market. Okay, so it should be simple, clear, and always being stated. Okay, everyone should know that this is the goal, like we have created these goals, so every person in the organization should be aware of such goals, right? So now what you have to do, you have to fill the suitable goal of this stated organization. Okay, yes, class. So if you are in a school, so what will be your goal? Your goal would be increase the attendance increased by 10%. Okay, it become 210%. Okay, and if you are in McDonald's, then what will be your goal? Increase the sale of, very good, class, increase the sale of burger. And if you are in Reliance Geo, providing free data pack to special customers, or all customer, okay, all customer. Orphan home, what will be their goal? Helping disadvantaged children in finding, okay, not finding, okay, okay, wow, very nice, fulfilling the nutrition requirement. Great, class. So you have given some interesting goals. Have you like observed one thing, like for school, the goal was attendance. But for McDonald's, it is not just about attendance. It's about the sale of burger. For Reliance, it's free data pack. Okay, and for orphanage, to fulfill the nutrition requirement of the students, of the children that are over there. Okay, so basically, we can say that goal is influenced by the nature of the organization. Okay, so nature of the organization influences the goal of the organization. Okay, now there is a question for you. Goal of retail store would be to increase the GDP of the country, to impart education to the children with special needs, to increase the sales, to increase the employment of the country. So, which you think is the most suitable? Yes, I agree. They are quite overlapping with each other, but one will be the appropriate, one will be the immediate goal. Okay, other are secondary goals. The immediate goal would be to increase, very good, to increase the sales, because if sales would be increased, automatically the profit of the organization would also increase. Yes, so you got it. So to increase the profit, what he needs to do, increase the sale, right? The goal of an organization should be, it should be simple, clearly stated. It should be very complex, not easy to understand, or kept very secret. You're not telling anyone that what they need to do. So C is eliminated. It should be complex. Who will be performing the task, class? Workers will be performing. So for them, you must keep a very complex goal. No, you must keep a very simple and clearly stated goal. Very good, class. So you have understood it well. Okay. Now there is the next feature that we are going to discuss is pervasive. When I say management is pervasive, that means, or before that, just tell me what do you understand by the word pervasive? Let us understand from this video.
It's hard to pass up the smell of freshly brewed coffee. And this familiar green mermaid has come to mean just that all around the world. Here's how Seattle's biggest coffee chain is capitalizing on our need for caffeine. There's a reason why Starbucks always ends up costing us a little more than we expected. We often pass up that super cheap cup of Deli Joe and choose to splurge a little more at Starbucks. So, how do they keep luring us in? Well, for one thing, Starbucks has figured out how to keep their loyal Frappuccino loving and iced coffee caffeine addicts happy. They are constantly creating new variations of old standards. Unicorn, zombie, double fudge bar frappuccinos, and the
Okay, yes, class. If I say that they are using the management, but Domino's is not using this kind of management. So, am I right in saying this thing that Starbucks is using management, but Domino's is not using any kind of management? Not the Burger King is following any kind of management rules. So what does it mean? Like management is there in Domino's also, Burger King also, Starbucks also. So what we can say that everywhere, is there management in the school class? Is there management in the orphanage? We just started. So what we can say that it is journal in nature. Okay. So when something is journal in nature, that becomes pervasive. Like it is present everywhere. So can you see this example? These all are the name of the companies, but every company have a management. Like their techniques, approaches can be different, but they have management. Right, class? So now tell me, what do you understand by pervasive? Yes, something that is present everywhere. So management is present everywhere. Okay. Activities involved in managing an enterprise are common to all organizations, whether economic, social, or political. Though there could be difference in culture, tradition, and history. Like the nature of management, that could be different. Okay. There could be more number of people in Domino's working, while in Starbucks there will be a limited number of people. So the number can change, but there is a need for management in both the cases. Okay, yes, class. A petrol pump, now it's your time to speak. A petrol pump needs to manage as much as hospital or a school. Is it true or false? Think from this perspective, that is management used at petrol pump? Very good. It's true. Everywhere we require to do that management, right? The difference in the management is due to, if I talk about petrol pump and orphanage, why, what is basically the thing that is contrasting or differentiating between the two? Culture or history. Very good, class. Now there is a like interesting question in front of you. Suppose you want to manufacture a car. What would you need? So you have to create a car, okay? You have to create a, not just a model of car, you have to like physically create a car, okay? So what you will require? Definitely you will require experts who will be creating the design. So design experts will be required. What else? Once you have the design, what next you need to do? You need the raw material, right? The different parts of the car, driving seat, then there is a, what we say is the glass you require, glass, okay, then different things that are made up of plastic. So basically you need to divide the things, right? Then once you have the raw materials, then you have to assemble them and create a car. You require tools also, machinery also. So there are a lot of things, right? Okay, so we can say that you have to create a list and there will be multiple functions that you have to like follow. Same way management also has multiple functions, right? It's multidimensional. Now with the help of this example, try to explain me that what do you understand by management is multidimensional. Very good. It has various facets, it has various dimensions, right? So, if we talk about the three main dimensions of management, one is people, work, and operations. Let us study them. Management of work, problems to be solved, decisions to be made, plans to be established, budgets to be prepared. So, work is basically something that we need to do. Management of people, as we know that the work will be not automatically done, okay, we require someone to do them. So, we require people to do them. We require people to access the resources, right? Last one is management of operations, the process. When you work, there are certain steps that you have to follow. So that steps should be also in an organized manner. You follow the technology also. So management also has like technology also plays a very important role in the management. As technology changes, your approaches for management also changes. So that's why we say that it has three dimensions. One is the work itself, the action that you are going to do, the people who will be performing that action, and the whole process, right? Who is to do it relates to. Now who is to do it? Like who will be executing the work? Very good. Management of people. Dash is interlinked with both the management of work and management of people. Something that connects both work and people. Very good. That's the process. So we will say management of operations. So now let's recapitulate that what we have studied today. So we have discussed about management. What are the different features of management? That management is a goal oriented activity. Then it's pervasive, that means that it is available everywhere, it is used in every organizations, whether it is profit, non-profit, government, anywhere, right? And last one we discussed that it is multidimensional. In multidimensional we discussed about the three different parts, right? One is management of work, management of people, and then management of operations. Okay, so this is what we have discussed today. Now it's your time to speak. You have to describe me how we can say that management is goal oriented. Yes, because it is focused on a goal, right? Very good. If I say that management is pervasive, so explain why it is pervasive. You can give an example. Right, you have given the same example, that Starbucks, Domino's, or orphanage, everywhere we require management. Very good. Multidimensional, what are the three aspects? Management of work, people, and operations. Very good, class. So, this is your homework. Imagine yourself as Jake Welch, appointed as the CEO of General Electronics in 2018. At that time, the firm had market capitalization of $13 billion. In 2020, when you stepped down, the firm's turnover had increased multifold to 500 billion. What was the secret of your success? State in the context of the characteristics of management. So basically, you have seen a boom, okay, boom in your profits. So you have to tell that what are the reasons behind that, okay? What are the different characteristics and features of management that were highlighted over there, okay? So I hope that you have enjoyed today's lesson and you have got the crux of the thing, that what are the various features of the management, right? Thank you, class.